Hey Israel, hey believers, it's your brother JD Nija, back with another message. So I noticed my ex Eve left a nasty message on my comment board. I just wanted to address a few things about that. You know, the wickedness that the women have done to me in my life, yeah, I snapped a few times. But this Eve, she tried to get me convicted twice. I did. I first time I fucking racked her. I'll admit it. I'm not hiding. I just want to clarify what the truth is, so that she can talk about our relationship between me and her, but she's lumping my exes in with our relationship, and she doesn't have any right to talk about my relationships with other women. Those are my relationships with those people. But I'll tell you the relationship between me and her, how that went. Yeah, she's a hardcore narcissist, and if anyone doesn't know how those people are, I'll give you a few little bit of a rundown on that. They're very selfish. They have no empathy for you. They will create all kinds of havoc in your mind and in your spirit and in your soul. They're basically demons running free in this world. They call them interspecies predators, and what they do is they go around looking for trouble and causing trouble, and they enjoy causing trouble and then running away and saying, "I didn't do it. I didn't do it." That's part of their scheme. What else do they do? They'll mind fuck you. They'll hide your stuff from you and say they didn't do it. I'll just tell you a few of the incidences that this psychopath did to me. How would you feel about getting taken on a nice birthday vacation to a nice hotel, and when the conversation, something that you want to bring out because it's your birthday, you want to talk about it, it's your birthday. You have something you want to bring out, and if there's no better time than your birthday to get someone to listen, then when is there a good time, right? Because you don't want to ruin somebody's birthday. So that's another thing that narcissists do. They'll ruin your holidays. They'll cause so much trouble and so much grief. It wasn't hard for me to give up holidays, because I've lived with narcissists long enough that the holidays were never holy, and they were never fun. It's been that way my whole life, yeah. So these women that I ended up leaving, or they ended up leaving me, and some of them ended up getting theirs, Alice, for treating me like shit. I'm like, okay, you think you're gonna do that to me? Well, how's this? And I paid my price. I went through the courts a couple times, and I had some bad stuff happen to me behind that, and now people can call me a batter. You can call me that. It's all right. I don't take it personal. It's like, you didn't walk in my shoes, and you didn't go through what I went through. So, judge not, lest you be judged. And we know in Israel that part of the reason Israelite men have a tendency towards that, because we were never trained to take shit from a fucking bitch. To put it lightly, that's not something an Israelite man expects to happen ever. If you don't want to hang out with me, if you don't want to help me, if you don't want to move forward with me, fucking say it. Don't pretend and then lie and cheat and steal and it's insane. It's insane what these Eves get away with out here, because of the way Esau runs his fucking kingdom. He puts women on a pedestal, and that's why this place has to end. So anyway, yeah, 2 times I went to court over her. Did I ever get convicted? You can't get convicted of correcting someone that needs correction. And she needs a lot of correction. And I was found innocent both times. So, as far as pleading guilty in the past for some of these things, I probably should have just fought it to the end. Because if you're innocent, you're innocent. They can't convict an Israelite man of doing anything that has to do with the woman. God can do whatever he wants to me. And as an Israelite, I'm not going to do it here because I've learned better. I know it's not worth a little fucking gash to get the torture I went through with the court system. But, so if you see her wicked, back to the birthday thing. Yeah, locked out of the room. Started talking about something she didn't want to talk about. And I spent my birthday night sleeping in my truck. Yeah. That was fun. And then let me bring up another couple issues about how I was treated. I had back surgery like 10 years ago. I almost died. I had an abscess on my spine, a bacterial abscess. I had staph on my spine. And so I almost died. And that's why I have back issues now. That's why I can hardly surf anymore. That's why I can hardly work. It's getting worse. It's been 10 years, but I abused myself by doing gardening, and I used to be really strong, and so I'm not really strong anymore because I hurt my back. But anyway, I was in the hospital for a week, and what did my good friend do while I was in the hospital? She took a day off work. Get this. This is what narcissists do. I can't believe that I stayed with this woman after, I mean, that's how traumatized I was. They call it trauma bonding. I couldn't believe that I was going to keep getting treated that way, so I kept giving her a chance to, like, be a real human, but it's not going to happen. They're not human. They're like a rabid dog. Sweet on the outside, but as soon as you get them, as soon as they get that rabies in them, they want to bite, and they continue to bite, and you keep continually trying to pet them and calm them down, but they continue to bite. So what she did was told her boss that she was going to spend the day with me at the hospital, and she drove to Sacramento to buy a bunch of weed so she could sell some weed. So she used my illness and lied to me. I was trying to call her all day, couldn't just pick up the phone and said, "Hey, I had to go get some pot. I'm low on money. I'll see you this, then, or that, or the other," right? No. Somehow I found out. I forget if she actually told me, to see what I'd do, to see if I would fucking stay. Dumbass like me, yeah. I fucking stayed. I'm like, oh, I care about you. Please don't be mean to me like that anymore. I'm tired of you being mean to me. What else did she do? Left in the middle of the night one time, 3:30 in the morning. The neighbors were getting it on, and they were kind of keeping us up, and instead of just laying there and, I don't know, well, you could do a lot of different things. I was pretty tired. I would have done, if she would have done, I would have done. But she got up and she left. I'm like, all right. But the bummer part was that she Also left with my car keys. Yeah. Took my car keys. Not on accident. On purpose. Because she was mad about something. Just ornery, just mean, just can't just take it a little bit. That's what I say about taking it, people. Sometimes if you really care about people, you take it. And that's where the Lord goes, I'm going to get so blessed because I took it and took it and took it all the time for these wicked Eves, these rabid dogs. And so I'm not apologizing for the shit I did. I fucking ate it so many times. When you eat it enough times and you bow down and you take that whooping, sooner or later you strike back, man. It's hard not to. You're like, you fucking just don't get it, do you? So that was another one. What was the other one? Gosh. The keys thing, that happened a couple times. One day we were walking at the beach here. When I lived downtown, I lived right by the beach before I got kicked out for the trouble she caused me. Yeah, she got me kicked out of my house with my daughter. She broke into my house, caused a big scene. I put her out with force because I was tired of asking her to leave. She wouldn't leave. And she went to the police and they came and got me like 8 hours later or something like that. 10. But yeah, me and my daughter got kicked out after that. That was nice of her to do. Broke into my house and caused a scene and then got me arrested. Yeah. But of course I was innocent, so I didn't get punished. This is all true. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the straight up truth. I'm not afraid to say, yeah, I've done all kinds of crazy stuff. I've done drugs. I've boned people behind her back. Oh yeah, for sure. She didn't deserve me to be not too many of these women do. They don't deserve loyalty because they don't give you loyalty. So why should you be loyal? It's like, come on now. You do wicked stuff to me and you think I'm going to be loyal to you? So the other one, we went to the beach and I'd left my keys on the kitchen table in my house, right? So before we left, she got my keys and she put them in the desk. And so after she left, I couldn't find my keys and I'm fucking looking everywhere. And I finally find them in the desk and I call her and I said, what the fuck? How did my keys get in the desk? I never put my keys in the desk. Oh, I put them there because I was afraid someone might take them off your kitchen table in your apartment. What? Yeah. That's how wicked and cruel and rabid dog style that this person did to me. You might see her leave some more messages. She'll say drug addict, sex addict, doper, whatever she says. Yeah, I agree. But you can't hurt someone that agrees. I agree. And I do what I do, but I don't hurt people. I don't hide their keys from them. So then what happened? I told her not to. Oh man. The one thing I did do to her, I fucking put dope in her drink one night. That was one thing. Thought maybe it would help her out. So then she did the same thing to me, but she knocked me out. I gave her an upper, she gave me a downer. Knocked me out and fucking did the same thing. Went through my phone, erased a bunch of people, her friends out of my phone. And what else did she do? She hid my keys again. She did the same exact fucking thing. Something with narcissists and keys. What, man? If they start playing games with your keys, run. That's a big first clue. They love to cause you confusion and grief by hiding your car keys and things like that. Where you're like, you you don't think it's them because there are times when you lose your keys, but when you realize that it was them and then you tell them not to do it and then they do it again, fuck, man. You wonder why I'm sick. I fucking put up with that shit. What an idiot. So, I just wanted to get that clear. I never was convicted for hurting her at all. Never. I got her good at the beginning, and I didn't get her at the end. The first time I fucking got her. But I paid my way out of it. Yeah, fuck it. So I was never convicted either time of, the second time wasn't even nothing. It was ridiculous. That's what made that one hurt. It took 2 years of fighting it till the Lord finally let me loose. He's like, have you learned anything, J.D. Nyjah? I'm like, yes, I have, Lord. Do not fall in love with any woman ever again. Don't do it. You let them fall in love with you, and you stand back and let them love you. And if they love you for what you give them, whatever it is, and they're happy with that, that's good. If they don't, the first balk, the first growl, the first fucking mean look, you kick that dog to the curb, send him back to the pound. That's not the dog for me. So, J.D. Nyjah, I just wanted to get that clear with any of you guys that are reading these comments from these Eves. They're actually upset now because I don't put up with their whining. I don't put up with I don't put up with any woman's bullshit anymore. I mean, why? I'd rather just sit here at the beach by myself and talk about how wicked I am than actually get fucking browbeaten by these fucking rabid dogs, getting bit over and over again and putting up with their whining and their fucking mind games. Damn narcissists, man. They do. You people, if you don't know, watch out. If they don't have any record collection, if they don't have any pictures of their family, that's a good sign that they don't have a personality. These narcissists, they don't have a personality. What they do is they mimic you. And so you think that they're like you, but they're just mimicking you. They'll like whatever you like so that they can control you, manipulate you, and use you. And they'll play sweet as pie, but if you look in their eyes, you'll see the blackness. Once in a while, the eyes will go completely black because the Lord shows you. It's like, what do I have to do? Show you how black they are inside? Their eyes go totally black, like a fucking black marble. It's creepy as hell, and I've seen that a few times. Different people. I've seen manifestations of demons. Yeah, it's I'm not usually scared, and that's my problem. I'm not scared enough, and because these people want to destroy you, they want to give you that rabid dog bite, and then you get infected, and I'm still infected by the way I've been bit. A few times I've been bit, man. So when you see me traumatized and you see me having a hard time speaking, and it's not just from drug use, it's the trauma, man. It's the hurt that people have put on me, that said they loved me and said they cared, and pretty much took everything from me each time. Yeah, fun, isn't it? That's why I call this place a fucking 3D junkyard, because it's ridiculous the way people treat each other. It really is. Man, I wish I would have just got socked up a couple times for doing something. I'd rather someone come sock me than mentally and spiritually fucking abuse me and make my whole world fall in on me. I'd rather just get a black eye, fucking broken wrist, a tooth knocked out. You know, But the world doesn't see it that way. The world's like, oh, JD Nyjah, it's okay to get destroyed. Just no one wants to hit you. No one wants to hurt you. No, I'd rather have that. Please, please, just sock me. Hit me with a blunt object. Just don't ruin my life, ruin my reputation, ruin my heart. So I just needed to get that off my chest. These Eves are probably going to be leaving some more messages trying to call me a bitch, call me a whatever. So if they do, just know it's coming. And they don't have any restraint. They don't look at themselves and go, well, he has a right to do what I want to do. If I don't want to see them, if I don't want to hang out with them, if I don't want to have sex with them, if I don't want to deal with them, I don't have to. Why are you mad? Because I don't want to deal with you. That's the funny part. Kim, stop it. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to hear your whininess. I don't want to deal with your dogs. I don't want it. It's not worth it. You're a good kid, but it's just that's an issue. And I know you're not going to give up your dogs, and you're not going to give up your cat, and you're not going to stop whining. And that's who you are. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. And you other one, I fucking loved you, you crazy woman. But you wouldn't know that because you don't know what that is. You wouldn't know what love was if it landed on your foot. So get a rabies shot, man. And you believers, watch out for these interspecies predators. They are slick, man. They got the devil on their side. They can pull all kinds of wizardry and witchcraft, and yeah, they can, and they will. Thank God no weapon formed against me will prosper, because I'm only this hurt, I'm only this traumatized, I'm only this, and I'm fine. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. If I wasn't as strong as I am in the Lord, I would be like something you stepped on in the grass that you wanted to get off your shoe. But I'm not. I stand tall. I'm a fruitful tree, and I'm going to continue to preach the word and talk about my people, my believers, my brethren, my family, and stay away from the others. JD Nyjah, Word of Truth. Jeff DeLoach. Thanks for listening. Not trying to besmirch character, but I'll leave you alone. I will leave you alone. That's fine. I'll leave you alone. It's best for me too. So let's just call this the end of it, right? If you could, I don't need you leaving messages on my comment board, and I won't be leaving you any narcissist videos, and we'll call it a day, right? JD Nyjah, Word of Truth. I'm out.